Catherine C. sits at her bunk, crying. It's all a blur. I hardly believe it happened at all, without her tears as confirmation. No, I do not hit people. I am not a violent person. Yet, as I stare at Catherine crying, I am aware of the students staring at me, and the teacher lecturing to me, we do not hit people. Think. I try to remember what happened. Shut up, April. No one cares. That's what she said. That's what she said to me. I gestured to her that she was of no importance to me, and she got mad. She got up in my face, and she said, "Bring it on." Evidently, I brought it. Everyone stares and whispers. I hit Catherine C. You need to cut your hair. It's too long. Why do you keep going here when no one likes you? Those braces did your smile no good. Your dad wasted his money. How did I get so unlucky? What did I do to deserve this? 7 years of being subject to constant ridicule and malicious words. Every day broken to pieces, never sure if I could reassemble myself. I became a figure of entertainment for those who sought to better themselves by putting down the little person. Once the bullies selected me as their target, the entire school saw an invisible label on my forehead that read, "Unpopular." As a result, students avoided me like the plague. I had no friends. No one wanted to risk the chance of sharing my label. I became an outcast. At 10 years old, my parents enrolled me in weekly lessons at a riding school. Suddenly, the buildup of stress and anxiety inside of me melted away into the strides of a horse's canter. I found sanctuary in a barn. I found companionship in four-legged friends. At school, I drowned under waves of criticism and my swelling emotions. With a tight grip on their mane, horses helped me break the surface and breathe again. Fair warning, no one said that riding is easy. I cannot count how many times a horse has thrown me over a jump, kicked at me, or bitten my hands. I didn't care though. When you really love something, you stick to it. And I was so dedicated to continue riding horses that I quickly learned how to stand up to the bosses in a herd. I gained confidence and courage in facing these horses. I learned to stand up for myself. 3 years into riding, I slapped Catherine for her tongue flapping the same way I slapped a horse for his biting. My two worlds, the barn and school, crossed in an instant. Finally, I had a backbone. No more was I the weak, quiet, and unconfident victim. I was now the strong, vocal, and very confident fighter, ready to take on her enemies at last. I remember hitting the ground. Nothing's broken, just a little sand in my mouth and a little more in my pants. Nearby, Tommy makes a spectacle of his moment of glory, throwing his head up, mane flowing, sunlight gleaming off his coat. He wears victory in his stride. I approach him and look him deep in the eye. He's laughing at me, taking pride in having gotten the best of me. He's thinking, if you get in that saddle, I'll buck you again. I am unsettled. I love him too much to let him get away with it. We are not done yet, mister, I tell him, and climb into the saddle. We pick up a trot, and Tommy starts tossing his head in excitement, trying to get the reins loose from my hands. But I quickly check him and make him ready for his approaching jump. He's ready. He's always ready. Tommy sees the jump and he wants to break into a run. He loves jumping, always has. He's a jumping fool, but I keep him in check and make him wait till I say go. When Tommy leaves the ground, time slows down for us. When he jumps, he soars. It truly feels like flying to ride him. I swear my horse is Pegasus, because only on him do I get the sensation of going towards heaven. No bucking or fussing on the landing, and when I get off, Tommy does his traditional rubbing of the head on my chest as I scratch his neck, praising him for doing such a good job, and we return to the barn together. No hard feelings for the fall that day. Horses will always be a part of my life, and Tommy especially. He may have his bad days where he's a terror, but he also has his good days where the two of us are inseparable. My favorite thing to do with him is hide the treats. He'll frisk me for them, and when I start laughing, he'll keep nuzzling me because he likes the sound of my voice and joyful exclamation. One time, I even got a kiss. He is truly one of a kind, and I hope we share a long life together.
Good boy. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. Say hi to the camera.